I've said this so many times, The Sims 4 is kind of lacking in the spicy department. I feel like, again, we need our Sims to go out more and do different stuff. I know we get comfortable, at least for me personally, I get comfortable just playing in my household and not really leaving. What is up, guys? This is your boy, Superior Simmer. Today I have a wish list of packs that I want to see come to The Sims 4. I want to be listing off one expansion pack, one game pack, and one stuff pack. I'm not going to be talking about kits. This is just stuff that I would want to see that I feel like would make The Sims 4 a better game. If you also have a wish list or packs that you want to see come to The Sims 4, please comment down below. I'm very curious to see what you guys say. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. I do daily Sims content, talk about news, updates, and discussions. Also do some let's plays and live streams in the future. Once again, thank you guys so much for the support on the channel. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So starting off with my first expansion pack, it would have to be a Sims 4 free time type of expansion pack. For those who don't know, it introduced a lot of new game features that just add quality and life improvements to The Sims 2. And the biggest thing I would say is your Sims Hobbies. They added new lifetime aspirations. So there was new actual goals that your Sims could complete, which is always nice, because I feel like with a lot of packs these days, we don't get that much aspirations. There are secret community lots that were specific to your sim. So let's say they were really good at cooking, you could go to that secret community lot and then enter a cooking contest and fight other NPC sims to win that cooking contest, which I thought was such a really cool idea back in the day. I know they do have something like that in The Sims 4 Cottage Living, where you can bring your crops to like the competitions and then they rate it. But I really want something dedicated to like actual cooking. I think that would be really cool. There was also another feature that was added into The Sims 2 free time called Hobby Enthusiasm. So if your Sims are into like cooking, science, arts, and crafts, they would build that hobby faster than other Sims. One feature that I really liked that was so cool in The Sims 2 free time was being in the zone. If your Sims are in the zone, they'll get this like white light because they're just really focused on what they're doing with that hobby. And there are benefits too, like they would be able to build up their skill faster and their needs would decrease slower because they're in the zone. So I think having those features in The Sims 4, again, I want more hobbies for our Sims. I feel like a lot of the time we are stuck in the house because we get so comfortable playing that we don't really go out. And that's not to say that like with the new packs that we have now that there isn't more things for us to do outside of our houses, but I just want more of that with this hobby type of pack. Lastly, there was a new life state that came to this pack. I don't know, you guys could call it, I guess, supernatural or call it was a genie. The genie lamp is such a cool thing, bro. The genie lamp was so dope when I found out it was in The Sims 2 free time. There were good and bad outcomes if you asked for a wish from the genie. You could gain a new friend, you could summon pots of gold, which was money, but there's also some downsides to make you pay more bills. You can lose a friend, which is kind of crazy. So yeah, there's a lot of just fun gameplay that would be cool in The Sims 4 with this type of pack. Again, I want more hobbies. I feel like it would make The Sims 4 have more depth and just better gameplay. Now moving on to the game pack that I want to see in The Sims 4 would be The Sims 4 kind of hot date game pack. I've said this so many times, The Sims 4 is kind of lacking in the spicy department. I feel like, again, we need our Sims to go out more and do different stuff. I know we get comfortable, at least for me personally, I get comfortable just playing in my household and not really leaving. But I feel like having a romantic night out, proposing during dinner, that was with The Sims 2 nightlife. Again, I just want more elements of that. I feel like The Sims 2 nightlife and this one hot date were such good packs just because, again, it improved on that spiciness. I really want more romantic moments in our game. I feel like it's lacking in some areas. I feel like Dine Out definitely was like, the introduction to that, like I said in my previous videos, but we need more of that. I feel like with this game pack, we could have a new type of world where it's like downtown. So your Sims could go downtown, go to like a restaurant, or they could just go play games somewhere. I want more spicy interactions. I want to be able to slow dance, lower the hands a little bit, get comfortable. I know Miss Crumplebottom that was in The Sims 2 Nightlife came back with The Sims 4 Cottage Living, which is kind of confusing to me, but it would be so cool to have like Miss Crumplebottom kind of be like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you showing public displays of affection in public? Like, it would be so cool for her to like come back as an NPC like that, or maybe like another Miss Crumplebottom, someone like that's kind of like her, but it's a different sim, so we can have like a Sims 4 Miss Crumple Bottom or something, but like a different version, someone with a different name or whatever. Again, playing that mini game with the dating, buying that other sim gifts to improve like the date overall and the relationship. You know, having like a car to drive back home with the sim, or you know, just end the date there. There's so many possibilities of stories you can tell with like a better dating system for this game. I really want to see something, and again, I just want that spice, man. I want some type of spice back in this game, bro. I really feel like, you know, a hot date, romantic type of dating pack would be so good for The Sims 4. And again, just add more gameplay. Lastly, for my stuff pack, I would want something that is like the Sims 3 70s, 80s, 90s stuff pack. So something like the Sims 4 70s, 80s, 90s stuff pack. I was born in the late 90s, so I feel like this pack wouldn't really cater to me, but I feel like for all the OG players who have played The Sims 1 up until now, I feel like they'll be like, hey, I remember that stuff from like back in my day, you know, not to say they're old or anything, they're vintage, but I would want to see something like that in The Sims 4. I like the 90s aesthetics too. Like, I feel like the 90s was such a cool era, bro. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I was born in the wrong era. Like, yo, I feel like that sometimes too, but I feel like something like that in The Sims 4 would be cool. We can kind of make like the whole, you know, grungy type of rooms with like the 90s pack. I feel like having just different types of like art from those eras, just different types of object, obviously having like a different type of gameplay object from those eras, so people can kind of be like, oh, I remember that, or something that is like reminiscent to like the Sims 1 or something. I think the basement treasures kit was cool because, you know, they had the love bed. It's broken and all that stuff, but I find it funny that like I feel like the love bed came with living large, and now it's like this old bed, you know, so I find that kind of funny. So something like that, just to give kind of like a callback to like the Sims 1, but also for the OG players too. And again, the 90s era for me personally is like the dopest one. I like just the aesthetics and like how cool it is. So again, something like that would be really dope. But yeah, these are like kind of like my 3 packs that I would want in the Sims 4 as of right now. You know, I feel like for me personally, having something like this would be really cool, and again, just make the gameplay different and unique. But that's just my list. Comment down below what you guys would want to see in your games, or maybe you disagree or agree with my list, or maybe you want to change it. I don't know. Anyways, this has been your voice, Superior Simmer. Again, guys, thank you so much for the support on the channel. And with that being said, stay cool, stay awesome, stay superior, and have a good day.